Hey guys, I might have to restart this because my chat is not working. So we'll be right back after this disconnect. Okay, that worked. Sweet. Hi, everybody. What's going on? We're back again for the Sunday sermon, aka Sunday service. Because we are at service to the Infinite One Creator all the time. And Jesus is back. Yes, the Jesus Christ consciousness in all of us is back, is showing up like it was meant to. What's up, Peter Sage? Nice to see you. So, I had a little break last week. It was nice. I had a little break, and it's been beautiful over here. So beautiful, the going deep within and the exploration of consciousness, and it just never stops. Never stops, never stops. Just when you get cocky and you're like, that's it, I'm done, I'm cooked. No. Did I start MMA? No, I am getting really into Tai Chi though. I'm doing Tai Chi regularly. I'm actually with my Tai Chi teacher here now in Vancouver Island, British Columbia, in our formerly free country. But we'll get into that later, maybe. Is Jesus good or bad? Or is he in the middle? I don't know if that's a joke question. Is Jesus good or bad? That's kind of like going, is Stalin good or bad? Or is he just kind of in the middle? You know what I mean? It's not really if you're going to believe in good or bad, Jesus, not a tough decision. Not a tough decision. Just saying. Just saying. Jesus is good, Matthew Galter. Jesus is good. I actually have my Jesus piece downstairs. I didn't wear it. I am wearing a very special friend of mine, a special lady friend, gave me this gift. Yeah, and it's actually, this is interesting. It's the Ankh, but I actually learned that at a certain period in history, people who were on the spiritual path were actually wearing this, and actually this was people who were following Christ actually were wearing this as well, because there wasn't only like Jesus or not Jesus. There was actually a whole bunch of different groups following different teachers, and for a while there was one or two groups that actually were following Jesus, but were actually wearing this, and it's actually, it goes deeper than just Christ's teachings. There's anyway, it's a whole long story, but anyway, the Ankh is a really powerful symbol, and so it's the cross and the Ankh together. It's pretty dope. So the Christ is in there, but also other lineages and teachings are in there. So I'm wearing that one today. From my friend Saint Grace gave it to me. Saint Grace, and she's given me an extra special teaching to share also on this broadcast today. So I'm going to do that with SG. Let's see here. So I figured what we should do today. Did you guys miss me, by the way? Weren't here last week. I hadn't taken a Sunday off in a long time. Did you guys miss me? Huh? Where's my love at? Where's my love at, you guys? Huh? Did you miss me when I was gone? My ego would like a little bit of love, and just a little, just a tiny bit of "we missed you" song. Just for the, just for the ego, please. That would be. I think I deserve it. By the way, Peter Sage, I'm actually right now got the audiobook of Eye of the Eye. Even though I think I read most of it a couple years ago, now I'm really like tuned in, and it's fucking epic. Peter Sage knows. Peter's actually the one who, one of the couple people who are like, you got to read Power versus Force, when I actually went and read it. Yeah, so that's a super dope book, man. Super dope. So I'm going through that one, and then I've got the physical of Eye, which is the third part. So I'm actually kind of digging into both right now, part 2 and part 3. But super good, super good. So juicy. All right. So, guys, only Gary, Richard, and Matthew miss me. Everyone else just staying silent. Can't even type on the keyboard that they miss me. I mean, that's fucked up, guys. That's fucked up. You can't even just go love LUV space U enter. You can't even. That's how lazy you guys are. That's really where it's at. This is my disappointment face. That's all I'm saying. But it's okay. Gary's there. Gary's there. That's what's important. Gary's still there. Okay. So there we go, Mr. Incredible. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Oh, there we go. Now the comments are coming. I had to act like a bitch and tell everybody I'm butthurt to get some to get some replies. Never Broken says I was ready for some vibration ascension last week. Was Jesus into pickup? Jesus was a tantric master. Apparently, he was definitely into the. He was not celibate. Okay, apparently. Hey, what's up? What's up, Louise? In the north of Quebec. Yes, I'm sure you're having a great time dealing with the full fascist rollout in Quebec. Fun. All right, so guys, let's do this. Let's start off with a little meditation. We need to just get into the body. We need to breathe. We need to connect, and then we'll do that, and then we'll go into the teachings, into the download for today. Oh, Kyle says, I've heard of you for 5 days now. You're very inspiring. Thanks, broski. Thanks very much. New people. Yay. I often jest that it's like the same much people who love me and I love them. And like no one, like once in a while, someone new shows up and goes, hey, I just found you, which is nice. But I seem to be in a group, so it's nice when someone new comes in and goes, I just found you. That's great. Welcome. Hello. Henrique, I am indeed alive. Okay, so a sip of tea, and then let's do some breathing together. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. It's always very nice. Oh yeah, that tea is good stuff. Okay, so if you like to sit, you can sit. Most people sit, but you can stand. But sitting is probably what you want to do. Get comfortable, get something nice underneath your butt. And let's just see how it goes. I'm making it up as we go, and I don't know what we're going to do. We're just going to do something. We're going to do it together. That's all I know. I can do some breathing and be a little present together. That's it. That's all I know. So, yay! Lucas is excited. I'm excited too. I missed you guys. I love the sermon. It was weird not doing it for a week. I was like, oh man, the people, I love them. And maybe they want to see me. And the love is there and they're going to be sad. But I needed a week off. Okay. So everybody, just start off with a couple of normal ass big breaths and just bring your awareness to your breath and then just breathe deeply. And just be aware that all of us humans are always usually taking these shallow breaths into our chest for the most part. Just be aware that there's so much space available in our stomach. So just let's breathe into the stomach for a couple of breaths. And then let's breathe into the stomach, but then also spread it up into the chest. So both. Okay, so let's fill up all of the lungs, lower and middle and upper. And do that for a few breaths. And really just relax on the way out. Just let your whole body relax. Let the air just kind of come out by itself. And what you'll find is as the body lets go on the exhale, you can also allow the mind to just let go. Feel into that relaxation as you exhale, and know just as easily as you can let the breath go, you can let the thoughts all go with the breath. And it really can be that simple. So if any thoughts come in about what you're going to do later, or some shit that happened yesterday, or any bullshit from the ego mind, there's no need to engage. You don't have to engage. It's just a stream of thoughts that just exist in the thought sphere. They're not even your thoughts. We just have access to a bunch of thoughts based on our current level of vibration, our current level of consciousness. There's just thoughts are available. You can choose to tune in or you can choose to let them go. So with every exhale, as the body relaxes, the mind lets go. No need to get caught in any thinking. You've never been any of the thoughts. What you have always been and will always be is the awareness that is witnessing the thoughts. You are the consciousness. You've always been consciousness. Before you came into this form, for this short stint of 70 or 80 or 100 or 200 years, and after you leave this body, you will always be what you are, consciousness, aware awareness. So why not deepen that relationship now? Because you're simply deepening your presence, your awareness, your understanding of your true nature. This is what you are. Why run from this present moment when you will always and forever be existing in this very moment? Why bother running from what you are? You can never not be this. Now let's change up the breathing. We're going to do square breath. So we're just going to hold our breath as we breathe in for 4 seconds. We'll hold our breath for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Be empty for 4. And then inhale for 4. Just staying with the breath. Nothing else to do. Nowhere to go. No one to be. Nothing to prove. Nothing to change. Just enjoying this reality that we are this eternal awareness in this body, and how good it feels to just be here, to just breathe. Every breath connecting to source, connecting to life itself, connecting to our higher selves. Always there. It's always there. What have you been running from? Is the present moment really so scary? Is tuning into your very nature that terrifying? This eternal peace and stillness that's always there, just waiting to be discovered in every moment. What are you running from? Maybe for a moment, bringing your awareness to your feet touching the ground, and imagining a line from your feet moving down below your house or building, all the way down into the earth, all the way down into the center of Pachamama, and just feeling the grounding, loving energies that are below us, that are actually everywhere surrounding us. And with each in-breath, imagining those energies coming up from the earth in a spiral into your feet, into your butt, all the way up into your core, holding that gratitude, and then sending our love back to Pachamama. Let's just do a few breaths with our presence, with our mother, without whom we would not be having such a good time. And how often we forget that, eh? Very good. So now, when you're ready, let's just come on back into this reality, bit by bit. But staying with that peace and presence, you can stay here and still engage with the world. You can be in the peace and still have a conversation. You can be in the peace and go for a walk. You can be in the peace and read a book. You can be in the peace and go to the bank and have a nice chat and pull some money out and do your daily stuff. But still remember the breath. Still remember you're not all the things going on out there, all the dramas, all the madness and craziness and busyness. You can partake in it, but it's not you. This is you. The breath is you. The presence is you. The love is you. That's you. And you can take this out in the world and still do your thing and shine your light, but remember, you can come from this place. This is the immutable, unchanging truth of your reality. Everything else is just a smokescreen, just a distraction, just noise. The stillness is actually always there within. So keeping that in mind, let's open our eyes. And we'll do one quick round of Bhastrika breath just to get us a little energized, and then we're gonna do the sermon, baby. We're gonna bring it in. So if you don't know, Bhastrika is your hands are up in the air in a 90-degree angle. Like, I realize I'm not using my wide angle lens today. It's the old laptop, so smaller, but you get the idea, right? Your hands are just up, like so. Okay, like yep. And all we're gonna do is the in breath, your hands come up. Take a big breath through the nose, and on the out breath, you let your elbows just drop, and they hit your lungs, and then you exhale through the nose. So you're not forcing the hands to drop. You're not elbowing yourself. You don't have to. Gravity does the work. So it's just in, out. Okay. So each round is going to be 20 breaths. Okay, and it's all through the nose, and it's intense. Get some tissue if you need tissue. If you got a snotty nose, go right now and grab some tissue because you might get snot all over yourself. It happens. Check in my pockets. I don't have tissue, so I'll just pray that that I'll be good today. And if I disappear, I'm going to get tissue. And after each round, what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep. This is the advanced version for those of you who feel you want to do the advanced version. When we do the 20, what we do at the end is we take a deep breath in, and what you're doing is you're locking your bandalas. So what you're doing is you're very gently squeezing your asshole, your abdomen, and your throat chakra. That's enough for today. Throat chakra. So you're just kind of like you're gently locking. You're not just gently. Chin comes down. You might make a fist with your hand and gently flex your body. So it's more about the energetics energetically you're closing up your body and your auric field, so you're building up that chi inside of you, right? That's what we're doing. So we're just building up that chi, and just hold your breath and build up that chi for whatever amount of time feels comfortable. If you just do 10 seconds, great. 20 seconds, great. I'm going to shoot for 30 seconds. You might feel like you're getting a little bit high. You are getting high. That's life force energy that's building up in your body when you hold that intention. Rigor mortis, yeah, it might be rigor mortis. Yeah, I mean, if you go too far, that will be will be rigor mortis. So don't hold your breath that long. But it's good. And if you feel really super dope, go for longer. I might go for 40 seconds, 50 seconds. So when you guys are done, slowly exhale, and then just be ready for the next round. Just sit, put your wrists on your knees, and just be present, feel into your body, and just hang on. And then when I come back, we'll do round 2, and then we'll do round 3. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So it's fun if you haven't done it before. It brings a lot of oxygen in, brings a lot of chi into the body. You will feel energized. This is natural drugs. This is how the yogis get high. This is it. You don't need modafinil. You don't need what's that fun one? You don't need Xanax. You don't need speed. You don't need anything. Magic mushrooms are useful, but you don't need anything. You can do it all with the breath. Okay, so let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Bastrika. Here we go. So arms up. First, we're going to take a normal big breath in, all the way in and out, and begin. So 20 breaths. Here we go. Big breath in. So take a moment. Just feel into your body. And let's do round 2. So arms up. Normal big breath in. And begin. Okay, round 3, guys. Hands up. Normal big breath in. And out. And let's go. And just be present. Feel into the body. Be with the body. And take a moment and just put your awareness into your left shoulder. Connect with your left shoulder. And relax your left shoulder. Now let's put your attention on your left bicep. Take a breath in and relax your left bicep. Now the elbow. Breathe in and out, relax that elbow. And the next breath, extend that to your left forearm. And then your left wrist and your left hand. And now your entire left arm. Take a big breath in and let go. Now that we've done that, can you feel the difference between your left arm and your right arm? I can. It's like my whole left arm's jelly and my right arm's super tense. Isn't that freaky? So guess what we're going to do? Now that you guys are pros, you're going to start at your shoulder and you're going to work your way down. So breathing into your your right shoulder. Right bicep. right elbow. Forearm. And then the rest of the forearm, your wrist, and your right hand. Breathing into the whole of the right arm. And letting it go. Oh yeah. And let's take a moment, just do our neck. So just breathe into the back of your neck. And just just feel your whole neck and all the tension, and just breathe into it. Letting go. And let's do our face. Let's do a big breath into our face. Eyeballs and your eyebrows and your cheeks and your nose and your lips and your mouth. And just let it all go. And do a little. Oh yeah, that's good. And let's just do a whole sweep of the body. So let's just breathe in to our feet, and we'll just do a quick full body sweep. So starting with the feet. So we're going to breathe in, bring that awareness to the feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, hips, lower back, mid back, upper back, all our arms, our neck, our head. Breathing in the whole, sweeping the whole thing, bringing awareness. And then just letting it all go, relaxing the whole body. Okay, we're going to do 2 more of those. So sweeping the entire body up, starting from the feet. Relaxing all the bits as you go up. And letting go. One more. And now that you're present with the body and the breath, just stay in this state of relaxation. And just keep a bit of your awareness with the body and with the breath. So even as you're listening and typing in whatever, your body is still relaxed. You're still chill. No need to clasp onto anything, concept or idea or anything. Just stay relaxed. Even as the mind can engage, the body can stay relaxed. And that's it for our meditation, breathworky, presence thingy majiggies for today. How was that for you guys? I'm watching the comments. We are live. Anybody joining in? This is actually happening right now, not a recording. I can see what you type. I can see. So let me know how that was for you guys. I know we went on for quite a while there. That was like a good, 20 minutes, I think, or more. So let me know how that was. Did it feel good? What was your favorite part? Is it too long? Do you want me to not do these this long? Or do you like it? Do you like this before the ranty rant? Let me know what you like and what you think. One comment here was a guy said he could hold his breath for 3 minutes. That's awesome. Yeah, I can go a fair bit too. I think it would bore people if they're just looking at the screen. I'm just there for fucking 2 minutes, so I keep it to 30 or 40 seconds. But yeah, as you do the rounds more, you can just hold longer and longer, and you can really find that beautiful place of stillness. So I recommend you guys do this throughout the week. Do the breath work and just see how long you can. The trick is letting the mind go and don't even count. Just be in that stillness, because otherwise it's like you're trying to beat your record. Oh, let's see how long I can. That's the ego. The idea is you're dropping the ego and you're just being absolutely present. So ideally, don't count. Don't worry about it. Just go in and just be in that stillness and let the mind drop and just be in that beautiful bliss and presence for whatever amount of period, And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful practice, and it really energizes the body and it stills the mind. So yeah, I recommend you guys just hit that during the week. Just do it in the morning, Do it in the morning, man. It's good for you. Yeah, I have a dear friend of mine has a relative that's actually coming off of opiates. Looking at the comments. Yeah, it's a really tough thing. Very tough thing. Yes. Okay. So Lucas liked it. Lindy Davis turning off Facebook. We are definitely getting off Facebook. But now that I got this fancy software, I thought I'll stream to Facebook. We'll pick up a few people on Facebook till we fuck off out of there forever. You like the fast breathing pranayama? Yeah, Bastrika. It's legit. Rob says meditation works better sober. Are you normally trying to meditate while hammered? Is that how? A lot of people meditate different ways. Maybe you just like to get liquored up, and then that puts you into the zone. I mean, hey, different strokes for different folks. Magic mushrooms. I've been experimenting with small doses of mushrooms, microdosing. That's really good. That gets me to just instantly just go deep. Bam, gone. I don't have to take a few minutes and do all the breath work. I just go straight in. Bam. But the breath can also take you there. There's a lot of ways. Breath, mushrooms. Some people like going for a walk. Sometimes I just go for a walk in nature, and I'm there. Boom, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so many ways to get into that stillness, the stillness of presence. Matthew says it makes him go to the bathroom. That's kind of funny. Interesting. Royal says drugs kept me stuck in my mind. I would never be able to meditate or be conscious. Well, it's interesting. Yeah, it depends, right? You can go into these thought loops when you use substances. It really just depends. That used to happen to me a lot too. The first time I did San Pedro, it was really profound, but I was really stuck in my mind, going around in circles, and it was really fucked up, and it took a while to get out of it. But as you get more experienced with substances, but also with meditation and presence and stillness, and as you drop more levels of your ego, and you're more able to just be in our divine true nature of presence, the mind doesn't have the power that it used to. So I would say to you, Mr. Royal, do the breath work, do some of these breath work practices. Maybe you can even find a facilitator that actually does breath work. It's a thing. I don't know. I know it's a bit weird now with events, but there's plenty of people out there doing breath work. It's really powerful. Many different modalities, but even just doing the pranayama, even just this. And I do a longer version sometimes. Maybe next week I'll do but anyway, there's lots out there. But that'll get you to start stilling the mind, right? Stilling the mind, being able to be in that presence, and you get better at it as you go along. Believe me. And then so from that, having that practice, then maybe adding in a small dose of mushrooms and put those together. And a small dose is 0.2 grams, right? It's like a fifth of a trip. It's a really small dose. It's very subtle, but it may help you actually really still the mind. It's worth experimenting with. I find it really powerful. I got to a place where I'm just so blissed out, and I'm just I never need to take anything again. And then a friend was like, hey, you want to just try a little small dose mushrooms? And I was like, sure. Been into it for the last 6 weeks. Super, super fun, super great time, super amazing. Because again, it just allows me to go deeper, faster into myself. For me, that's what it is. It just helps me get into the stillness. It's beautiful. It's a good tool. Yeah, I agree, Gary. Before the rant, getting into that space of love, right? Otherwise, I'm more in my, and that's why I want to do this at the beginning, because it does make the rant better. Because if I come in ranting, then it's the ego coming in. I'm going to teach some things, but when I really come into that presence and that love, and I get more in my heart, then it's less of Sasha, right? And it's more of that stillness, that presence coming in through me. And then the download is better than just like me in my head of like what I think I want to say. You know what I'm saying? So the more yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good getting into the zone before the you know what. Before the you know what. Thanks, Daniel. Another human. See, I'm glad I got the software. We're getting people into it from Facebook that may not have been here. Sneaky, sneaky. Could the inability to hold the breath for long be related to fear of death? Yeah, man. A lot of things are related to our fear of death. Almost everything, actually. Most people living in fear right now, and just basically giving their personal sovereignty away to outside forces and just doing what they're told. I think our fear of death is being manipulated right now. Look at what's happening in the world. People are walking around with face diapers, avoiding hugging people, you know what I mean? Like because they've been told, hey, you could die, you could kill someone else, or you could die. And of course, the whole thing is preposterous. But that fear of death card is being played super hardcore, and the guilt thing is being played super hardcore because people are good. They go, think of your grandparents. You could kill someone else. Put a fucking mask on. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. So we're being very much manipulated, and fear of death is actually one of the biggest things. And so what's happened is humanity has given up its sovereignty and all of it in the name of safety. But actually, when you give away your safety and sovereignty, you have no safety and you have no sovereignty. You have nothing. Then you're fully a slave. So a very, very dangerous predicament humanity finds itself in now. Very, very interesting, very dangerous. But that's more that's for another time. We don't have to get into all that. But yeah, fear of death is a big one, and I've seen that when I go underwater and I hold my breath, it comes up. That instinct comes up, that panic, and then after, if you just relax and just go, no, I'm fine, it actually goes away. You can actually overcome it with your will, right? Because the body freaks out, and you just go, well, I'm not the body. My will, which is a higher will, is no. We're going to stay under the water for longer, and you can do it, right? So it's really, I find it really powerful for discipline. It's one of the things I do. I like to do things that are uncomfortable, just to push my comfort zones, and that's one of the things I do. Is I fuck with breath, and I try and I go in cold water. I get underneath. I try and stay under as long as I can. Hold my breath. It's powerful stuff. Mr. Sean Kennedy. Yes, brother. You cannot die, McLeod. You're immortal. Everybody knows what movie that's from, I'm sure. If you don't know what movie that's from, shame on you. Shame on you. That's all I'm saying. Shame on you. Okay, so we got some questions, but I'm going to do the Sherman, and then we'll see about questions and what happens after. Just catching up on these here comments real quick. Yeah, there you go, Matthew. That's dope, right? Kundalini yoga is another great one. It's beautiful. Yep, everybody knows Wim Hof. He's legit as fuck. I almost did his mountain climbing course thing back in 2012 before he really blew up. I should have done it too, because it wasn't expensive back then. Now he's like super famous. But yeah, one of my homeboys actually trained with him back then before he blew up. Don't get me started, Jordan. Don't get me started, because I'll start ranting about that shit. Don't trigger me, bro. Don't trigger me because you're going to deflect and we're not going to get this whole download that's coming in today. Don't trigger me, dog. Yes, brother. The movie is Highlander. Seriously, if you haven't seen it, it's so good. It's kind of appropriate for what's happening now in the world. Actually, also The Truman Show, very appropriate to what's happening now, and The Matrix and Fight Club. It's all happening. It's all happening. All right. Yeah, there's a fucking good comment. They should make meditation mandatory instead of masks. Yeah. I mean, if that doesn't explain to you the agenda by the powers that were, you know what I'm saying? They don't tell you about vitamin D or sun or nutrition, or like they don't make buying cigarettes or drinking alcohol illegal. That's all fine. Just eat shit and poison your body. It just is, again, opposite land. Oh yeah, you might get sick. Let's put you inside, cut you off from human beings so you have no love, no emotional connection, lowers your vibration, get you out of the sun, get you out of the fresh air, stick it home with a fucking mask on, right? That's, of course, that's going to destroy your immune system and get you sicker. So it's always the opposite of the opposite. Oh, it's to protect your health. So you're going to do a bunch of shit that makes you unhealthy to protect your health. Okay, so yeah, if you haven't read George Orwell's 1984, no need. You're living it. But it's okay. It's okay. Everyone, this is what humanity needed to wake the fuck up, because humanity was in a deep sleep. And guess what? Deep sleep is over, people. It's time to wake the fuck up and face reality. And it's here. It's here. The Great Awakening is here. It's good to watch. It's good to watch. Well, this is actually kind of the relevancy for the sermon. So I'm glad you're triggering me, Jordan. I'm glad you're triggering me. Glad. Because it's good fodder for what we're going into. It's good fodder. I did see what happened in Toronto this week. It's super amazing. That's my friend Vlad from Hugs Over Masks. I was there filming it, and yeah, a load of people. If you don't know, I'm going to put this up on my Instagram. It wouldn't let me share the story, but I'm going to do a video about it shortly. But yeah, basically, a restaurant owner at a barbecue place was like, "Yep, we know that he knows that the whole virus, the real virus, is fear. He knows that there's no pandemic, and so he basically just said, I'm going to open my restaurant, and you're not allowed to. You can't actually stop. And legally, actually, no government has authority to tell you whether you can work or not. You guys haven't figured that out yet. You know, nobody can tell you that you can't have a business and eat. This is Canada, like, especially, I mean, everywhere. But like, come on, get the fuck out of here. So he basically said, yeah, I'm going to stay open. And the first day, they couldn't stop him because there were so many people. Physically, people stopped the cops from shutting down the restaurant. That was epic. But then they just sent more cops, like shit tons of cops. And it's the footage is amazing. Like it's hard to watch at points, but it's really powerful because people are just like shaming the cops and like literally stopping them from trying to shut down this restaurant. Eventually, they did arrest the guy. I don't know what the charge was. I haven't checked up on it, but they arrested the guy. But it's creating so much awareness of just the global communist, fascist, psychopathic takeover that's been planned for a very long time, but that's fully come into power now with this false flag hoax. So we're seeing the tentacles. We're seeing what certain beings have known about for quite some time unfolding, and this is the Great Awakening that needed to happen. This needed to happen for humanity. It's all perfect, as fucked up as it is. People need to wake up, and a government telling you that you can't run a business and you need to stay home and just get a government paycheck to take away all your fucking freedom. And you know what I'm saying? The government telling you who can and can't come over to your house and where you can go and limit your free speech. I mean, this is full on communism, guys. This is the 100%. This is communism. That's what it is. And that's what it takes for people to go, wait a minute, what the fuck's going on here, to actually, this is what humanity needed or wouldn't be happening. And boy, is it happening. It's happening now. That's like the forced awakening. You know what I'm saying? Some people have been waking up, because they wanted to, and they're doing the work, and other people are completely putting their fucking hand under the sand. And now it's getting to a point where like, that's not going to work. You're going to wake up. And the next 2 months is what we're going to see, is people waking up violently. So my prediction, Trump won by a landslide. And that's going to come out, all the corruption and the fact that all the elections over the last, whatever, 50 years are all a sham. People have been selected. It's all been an illusion. There hasn't been democracy, not in Canada, not in Britain, not in the States. I don't think, maybe a few Scandinavian countries, there's some legitimacy. I don't know. But basically, in our countries, no, it's fucked. And people are going to see it. People are going to understand that they've been played big time. The trust in government's going to go to zero. I think we're facing a collapse, a total collapse of the system, and all trust in authority is going to go. And that's what needs to happen for people to come into their own sovereignty, their own authority. You need to see the people that you've been trusting, right, to run shit. These people are not the people that you want running shit, and why were we giving them our authority in the first place? What were we doing, giving up, all this power? It's our power to give. That's what government's, what's supposed to be is we're just saying, okay, we're giving you the power to yeah, sure, have firefighters and have police that make sure people don't kill each other. To a degree, that does make sense. It does make sense on one level. At the core, if you have a community of people, yeah, you guys make sure this happens, you guys make that, it makes sense. But that's not what's been going on here. You know what I'm saying? That power that we've entrusted has been massively misused and manipulated. And the governments are literally using psychological operations to brainwash everybody and keep everybody in fear. And it's all of it. It's the whole system, all of the beliefs, the mainstream media, the government, all of the whole financial system, the medical system, all of it. Like you guys have been following me for a while. You already know the deal. I don't need to repeat myself. All of it, the entire system. None of it is based on truth. None of it is based on what's beneficial or good. It's to keep people disempowered, to keep people unhealthy, to keep people basically in a slave system, a system that's actually been created very, very consciously and very purposefully by certain powers that have been running shit for a very long time. And as far as I can tell, based on certain sources, including, many sources, including my own source connection, but then lots of other people who are connected and lots of other people, let's just say I keep my ear to the ground. You know what I'm saying? And as far as I can tell, this war of good versus evil that's been going on this planet for quite some time, the forces of good are kicking fucking ass actually behind the scenes right now. The really high level bad guys have been taken out already. And what we're seeing is where they're sort of the good guys, even though they're actually running shit right now, is the tentacles of the old system are still unrolling and unraveling, because that's necessary for people actually to wake the fuck up and see what system they've actually been under. So this last couple of months, for people to really see just how evil shit has gotten, you know what I'm saying? The government coming in and just literally controlling you, not allowing you to work. Like people, people are going to be fucking, people are already rioting all over the place, but it may have to get a little bit worse for people to really see what kind of evil has actually been running shit on this planet. And that's all coming out right now. There are a lot of people are still trying not to see it. They're going to see it. There's no escaping the revelation that's coming right now. There's no escaping it. So this next, I don't know exactly how long it's going to take. And again, people have free will, so it's like you can try and stay in the asleep in the old system and just act like everything's okay and just ignore all this shit. You can, and I guess free will allow you to keep doing that to a degree. But I think it's coming to a point where I don't think you're going to be able to do that. A huge amount of percentage of people are going to have to wake up. And I don't know if it's going to be like a timeline split, people who fucking woke up and are working for the greater good, and the people who really just all care about themselves and don't give a fuck about changing anything. And if it's literally we're all going to wake up and those people are going to be not here anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that a lot of people are predicting, and I feel like there are big energies coming in. I've felt some. I have other friends in my circles that are more kind of feeling the shifts and are processing some of those energies. And there's big energies coming in, huge. And a lot of people are saying December 21st is going to be a major, if you're into the alignments of the, planets, and you're paying attention to that, it's a huge day. And yeah, I mean, I said this before, but we should all be getting ready, fasting, praying, cleaning up our lives, and just getting to a really good place, because major stuff's coming in. That's really good. But yeah, so I'm hoping that it'll be like a global awakening of, like, some. At this point, people are so asleep. Honestly, like, we kind of need divine intervention. Honestly, and I think we're getting that. But we're getting that in a way where it doesn't shock people into freaking out. You know what I'm saying? But we are getting it. But I think there may be some amazing, like where we all have that, like, spiritual awakening, oneness, love moment where we're like, holy fuck, like some planetary thing that will massively shift the consciousness into more unity consciousness. So I'm hoping for that. That would be great, because we need it. Because again, once any human being, in my opinion, has that experience, any type of spiritual awakening, at least on that deep enough where they get that knowing of, like, oh, we're one. There's a oneness. We're all one human family. Once you really know that in your heart that we're actually the one, very difficult to manipulate or cheat or kill or rape, or you know what I mean? Like, you just can't, like, it's just, we're one, like, it's you, everybody's you. So even like a moment of that unity consciousness awareness for everybody on the planet would shift things very, very quickly. That would be the end of war. That would be the end of child trafficking. That would be, because you just couldn't do that to anybody. So I'm really praying for that. I'm hoping for that. I'm hoping we're moving into that, and we are. But I just hope there's going to be like something big. But just the same. So I'm not freaking out, because, like, I've been, like, again, in my personal journey, I've been doing a lot of the work and waking up, and I'm kind of aware of what reality is, and it's like, I've been through the darkness of the soul. I've seen the darkness. I've been through my own darkness. Like, I've done this shit. So yeah, I know it's all going to work out. But, like, the people who haven't been doing the work, and they're just literally just like, fuck it, as long as I make my money and fuck the world, I don't give a shit. Who are really, like, fucking sandbag over their head. I'm praying for them, man. I'm praying for them, because it's going to be tough. It's really going to be tough for some people, because yeah. Because if you haven't been, you know what I'm saying? If you haven't willingly been doing the work to wake up and better yourself and come into those higher truths of oneness and love, you know what I'm saying? When a reality hits you in the face, whoo, it might be intense. But I just know that things are unfolding perfectly, and there are greater forces at work here that are taking care of all this. And that's actually the perfect way to move into today's teaching of You Are Protected. I'm not even going to read the comments right now, because if I do, guess what's going to happen? We're going to keep ranting. So I'm not going to read the comments. I'm going to talk about what I was going to talk about. So, okay, so let me just take a breath here. Have a sip of my little tea here. Look at the time. 11 a.m. 11:11. Is that right? I couldn't believe that. We're starting at 11:11. Go figure. So you are protected. Yeah. How many times have you almost done something really fucking stupid? right? At the last minute, by some synchronicity or miracle or coincidence, something happened that stopped you from doing that thing. How many fucking times? I have so many stories of this shit that it's ridiculous. And there's levels. We're so protected on so many levels. A bunch of times I was saved by, I guess you would just call it intuition, right? You just had this gut feeling like, oh fuck. I'll share one story or two. And this is like level one of protection. It's your own intuition. Your own intuition. Your ego, your ego mind. We're so running around doing things, trying to make our way in this human world, right? And we're so caught up in the drama. And because we're trying to achieve something or be successful or impress someone or make it or survive, there's so much shit going on in this crazy world. We make decisions that are not really come from the heart. We make decisions that are from the mind because it's the right thing to do. We're trying to make someone else happy, or this way we'll be able to build a career and have more financial security, even though we don't actually want to do that shit. So there's so many factors in this game that we're in, right? And so we get disconnected from our intuition, and that little voice that we all have, right, going on, that little knowing inside, it's always got our back. But we're so used to using our mind and reason and logic to go, oh, well, no, I really shouldn't be doing this because that's the same thing to do, and that's what people expect me to do, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's all up here. And even though that's going on, we're convincing ourselves that we're doing the right thing because it's normal, or our parents want us to do it, or whatever million and one fucking bullshit reasons we're convincing ourselves to do something that we don't actually want to do with our lives. There's always that intuition that's there just going, nope, doesn't feel right, nope. And it's there, but we're able to ignore that. And so interestingly, a few times in my life, that little inner guidance has actually literally saved me from dying. So one time I was walking down the street, and they tell you, this is good advice they give you: when you cross the street, look both ways before crossing the street, right? I think we've all heard that one before. And I'm walking towards the street, and I was absolutely convinced that it was a one-way street, and so that there was only traffic coming from one direction. Okay, I was absolutely convinced. So I'm just like, well, I don't need to look both ways. I just need to make sure there's no cars coming from there. So I look, and I see that there's no cars, and I'm just walking. And I convinced myself, I'm like, I just don't need to look the other way. I'm just gonna look this way and just keep walking. It's fine. And I just had this fucking really strong intuition that was just like, because for some reason I was absolutely convinced it's a one-way street. And this really strong intuition was like, look the other way, and I'm just like, fuck, I'll look. Like, I knew it was really weird. I'm just like, okay, I'll look, but I know that there's nothing there. And as I turned my head, a fucking truck literally just went right fucking by my face. And if I hadn't looked in that moment, I will be dead. I would have been hit by that fucking truck. I would be fucking dead. Okay, so that inner knowing, right, it's your soul. And my soul was screaming at me because it wasn't time for my incarnation to end. Look to the fucking right, you idiot. And I did, and thank God that I listened. Another time I was out. Yeah, this other story, it's not really so much there's a bunch. I have a bunch. I mean, I don't want to spend 12 hours fucking talking about my stories. That's stupid. But let's just say I have lots of incidents where if I hadn't listened to my intuition, I'd be fucked. I mean, honestly, I'd have just been absolutely fucked. Too many to count. And we all have those stories. So that little inner knowing, that feeling, that's like a gut feeling, that is literally your inner knowing, your soul. You can say it's your higher self, but it's just a knowing that's always there, and it's actually always got your best interest at heart, always. Because that intuition, this is a really interesting point. And I used to say this even before I fucking even got into the spirituality or any of that stuff. Your intuition is the only thing really working for you that's 100% got your back. Your intuition doesn't have there's no other agendas. Your intuition doesn't give a fuck about like what other people want you to do, or what other people think of you, or how it'll benefit other people, or it doesn't fucking give a shit. It just, that little inner knowing is literally to keep your ass fucking alive. That's it. It's your soul. It's literally going, dude, don't fucking do this shit, or hey man, you need to do this shit. whatever it is, but that's really working for you. And that's, if you can really listen to that voice and trust that, holy shit, you'll be sweet. So that inner knowing, that's level 1 protection. You always have that. Everybody has that inner knowing. That's your soul fucking yelling at you. But it takes the work to like quieten the mind and you know, drop that ego mind so that we can actually listen to that. That's the spiritual awakening right there. That's a fucking process, man. But we're all on it. We're all on the same thing. We're waking up to that truth, that inner voice that is our soul essence, right? That's who we are. We're not this. This is temporary. You're that energy. That's forever. So that's number 1. That's always there. Okay. Also, another level of protection that we all have our own guides, literally assigned to us as we incarnate. You literally have guides that are like, okay, yep, you two, you're looking after this dude, you're looking after this lady. And they're always around. Not exactly they're always around, they're always available. It's not like they're there like you're, you know, watching you masturbate, you know what I'm saying? That would be really fucking weird. But like when you need them and you call them in, they show up. And I think some of you felt that a couple weeks ago when I did the sermon on clearing negative energies and entities and whatever. A lot of you, I actually caught a lot of feedback on my Instagram from people saying they felt some shifts and they felt better and blah, blah, blah. Thank you for all that. Happy to hear you guys are rocking it. But we all have those guides, okay? And when you actually build that conscious relationship with them and you call them in and you're like, hey guys, holy shit, they're your team, man. They can help you do whatever is necessary. And we all have so many of these beings that we have access to that we're not aware of. And as we go, you know, kind of get older and we learn things and we kind of open up our awareness, more and more of these come into our reality. But we all have beings that are looking after us. And again, there's so many fucking stories out there of crazy ass shit, of people having just the craziest shit. Sometimes beings have appeared and like people have seen things. Sometimes people hear voices and intuitions and they know they need to do something. Sometimes like it's all going on, guys. It's all going on. We're all super connected. My soul dad, Paul, has one of the craziest fucking stories. I think did he share that one on the podcast? I'm not sure, but he's got a crazy story. He was really, he almost basically topped himself at one point in his life. Literally, he was so bummed out. He was gonna top himself, and that means suicide. And literally in that moment, a vision of his current wife popped up, and he saw the face, and literally in the face said, "Don't do it. I'm waiting for you." And he was like, "Holy fuck!" And he didn't kill himself, and then bam, went on with his life, and then eventually he met her, and they're together. I mean, that's fucking crazy, right? Shit like that happens. So we're all divinely looked after, man. Seriously, there's a destiny, there's a plan, there's things we're here to explore, and we've planned it out for ourselves before we came in, and we have friends and guides that are our allies as we're here, and they're looking out for us, and that's actually what's up. So we all have that inbuilt protection, and it's almost like it deepens as you deepen your awareness of these energies and these other beings. It's almost like you're playing with them, and as you trust more that they're there and you have that relationship, it almost allows you to worry less and just live your life because you know they've got your back. So if you've got that intuition going in any decision, anything that needs to happen, you can really feel into like, is this really the right thing to do? You know what I'm saying? And knowing that you always know the answer and you're always protected. You don't have to be afraid of any action, but you want to do the action that's the best for you. That's the highest for you and for everyone. Okay, so that's number 2. And I guess a big point I wanted to hit, which is kind of like I guess it's super woo with ritual, guys, but I have to say it. People are going to be like, of course he's going to say that. This is Sasha. Of course he's going to say that shit. But ultimately, you don't require protection. You're so protected that no protection is required because you are fundamentally infinite consciousness. Like you literally are infinite consciousness forever experiencing itself. You happen to be in a body right now, but what you are, your nature, can never be harmed because your nature is the stuff that is consciousness, is self-awareness, powers everything, all life, all universes, all galaxies. It's all that I am, self-love, self-awareness, consciousness forever. That's actually all of us. We're all that. So nothing can harm that. There's nothing in creation that can harm what you are, because you're creation. You're it. You're infinite. And when you start tapping more into that, there's literally nothing that can harm you. Ever. That is the truth. That is the ultimate truth. Now, that can get even more juicy. That can get really juicy. I'll share one more little story that's really interesting, right? I almost did something once that was really fucking stupid. I think I shared this story once before. One time I was basically going to buy this piece of land, right? And it was super dope. It was pimp. I've had this vision of having like a center where people come and have, like, we have basically like a spiritual center. People can come if they're waking up, if they're having fucking meltdowns. We could be doing like yoga and breathing and going deep into awakening and all that kind of, like a place where people can come and wake the fuck up, right? And I know it's going to manifest and it's out there in the ethers and it'll happen when it's supposed to happen. But so I found this piece of land and I was going to buy it. And I'll tell you what, like the amount, and it was dope. And it was partly ego, because it was like a super sick pad with a nice view and it was like super pimp. And I had the money at the time. So I was going to get this fucking thing, and like I wasn't meant to. And again, the forces of the universe, the guides, were working so hard to let me know that was not the spot. Multiple people just walked up to me, like literally, I could see like spirit had taken them over, and they just walk up to me saying, "Hey man, don't get that land, man. It's a bad idea, brother. Don't do it." And I'm like, where is this? Like, and so multiple people. So again, that higher intelligence, life, which is all of us, right? We're all the same thing, is speaking through all these other people, warning me, don't fucking do it, right? And I was like seeing it, going, okay, interesting, this is going on. And I didn't. And then at some point, I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway. I want it. And right in that moment where I like tried to make the decision I was going to buy the land, I emailed the dude. And as I set that intention of like, yep, fuck it, I'm going to just do what I got to do and I'm going to get it. Literally, even though I was sitting on the floor and didn't move, as I set that intention, boom, my sacroiliac, I can't even say it. My sacroiliac popped out of alignment. I had this massive fucking pain in my lower back. I toppled over. I wasn't able to move for like hours. It was like massage people coming over, people working on me. I was fucking destroyed, right? That was the universe just fucking smacking me on my ass because I didn't listen to those warning signals where it was like, don't buy this land, don't buy this land, don't. I was like, fucking, I'm going to do it anyway, bro. I don't give a fuck. I got my ass handed to me. Right? Like literally, I literally sent an email and I just sent the intention, like, I'm going to do this. Bam! Knocked on my ass. Because I wasn't listening to the fucking signs before. Not enough. And so again, it's always, you can't escape it. It's like there is a divine plan that's unfolding for all of us, and we just need to tune in and listen. And we're so protected when we really try and do something that's really going to ruin our lives or fuck our shit up. You'll be stopped. But a lot of the times, those rabbit holes that we go down that can still be difficult and shitty and whatever, they're profound learning experiences for us. So, and you have free will, so you will be allowed to go and do dumbass, stupid shit. And a lot of people do. But if you're about to do something that's literally just going to end, you're going to die. Like your incarnation is going to end, or something that's really going to fuck you up. That's just not in your timetable. It's not in your plan for your evolution. Spirit will work through, the infinite consciousness will work through people and intuition and however it has to stop you from doing that stupid shit. And if you really tune into your life, you'll see that protection has always actually been there. It's just a matter of awareness. It's subtle sometimes. It can be just like picking up a book randomly and then you read something and it goes, oh, and it triggers a thought and then bam, you don't do the wrong thing, or somebody speaks to you. This is one of the most amazing practices. Is whenever you listen to someone talk, just act like everything's happening on purpose. Like it's literally infinite consciousness. It's the creator speaking to you always. Every interaction it's the creator speaking to you. It's that infinite intelligence of the universe literally delivering a message for you. So are you really listening? Are you really listening to what's there? And when you really start fucking listening, holy shit, man, it all comes in. If I was listening to those friends who told me not to buy that land, I wouldn't have to fucking have my ass handed to me and be in pain, not being able to walk for 2 fucking days. You know what I'm saying? If I just had listened. And I got story after story after story. I'm just not gonna, you know what I'm saying? So we all have that level of protection. So seriously, no joke. We all have it. We all have it. And the awakening process for me is just a big piece of it has just been trusting more, letting go more into that, knowing that I don't have to control everything. I don't have to know everything that's going to happen. Just let go and trust that things are happening as they need to be happening. I don't have to force shit. I don't. I just have to be present and work on myself, be as loving as I can, be the highest version of myself, follow my truth, follow my excitement, follow my passion, all that. But that trying to accomplish and trying to, believe me, the major shit that's going to happen is going to happen. You're supposed to meet that perfect partner. It's coming. You're supposed to start this crazy, amazing business. It's going to be super huge and going to change the world. It's going to happen. All the major things are going to happen. Just be present. Just be here. Do the work and be here. And it's all coming. And there's no need to be afraid because you're protected. All of us are. So, St. Grace, she shared a little thing I was going to share from her. She's got a little mantra, very simple, but it's beautiful. And we do it together. You guys are going to love it. It's super simple. It's simply this. Let's just take a little breath together. We'll just do this together. Okay, let's just do a quick deep breath in. So it's simply repeating, we are supported. And you say we are supported. We are protected. We are connected. Okay. And as you speak that, you literally visualize an energy field just forming around you, golden white light, and just have that intention and that knowledge that you are protected. It's really the inner knowing that's everything. When you know it, it's done. Not like you suspect it or you want it to be so. Knowing. Just know. Just know you're protected. There's nothing for you to worry about. Doesn't mean you're not going to have adversity. Doesn't mean you don't still have to fucking, make some hard decisions and do the things and go through life. That's life for all of us. But ultimately, you're protected. There's nothing you have to worry about. So again, we are supported. We are protected. We are connected. We are supported. We are protected. We are connected. We are supported. We are protected. We are connected. Yo, that's dope. I can feel that shit. That's awesome. I'm actually seeing like 2 white lights just going around me. That's fucking cool. And then part 2 was we are divine will, omniscience, perfection. We are divine will, omniscience, perfection. We are divine will, omniscience, protection. We are supported. We are protected. We are connected. Oh, I like that one. That's legit. Woo. That's nice. You guys feel that shit? That's legit. That is nice. I like that a lot. Woo. Oh, that's a good one. So that's a simple mantra. So write that one down. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, that was a good rant. I'm going to stop ranting and have a cup of tea and read some comments. See what you crazy mofos are saying. This brother's asking why so many people are getting sick. Well, a lot of people get sick. People get sick all the time. I think a lot of people are getting sick because they eat shit food and they're in fear and they're not getting vitamin D and they're stuck at home. That's why I think people are getting sick. And unhealthy life habits and low vibration. That's why people are getting sick. Doesn't help that you're an EMF nightmare. Doesn't help that you're sleeping next to your router or have your phone next to your head that's on when you sleep with your fucking Bluetooth radiation and your phone on and your fucking internet on. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't help, bro. Having a radioactive device in the room with you and putting it up next to your help, that doesn't really help you, does it? And eating shit and not exercising and not getting sun and not having love in your heart and not hugging people, that doesn't help. So yeah, a lot of people are getting sick, and I'm not surprised. I'm surprised more people aren't getting sick, to be honest, considering how fucking unconsciously people are living their lives. Yeah. I also think I've met several people that have had to run away from their homes because they've installed 5G and yeah, people it's such powerful radiation that people just have to flee. And that's happening. So that would be the first thing to check, like get the meter. Well, actually, apparently the meters are really expensive for the 5G, but you can visually see, you can actually walk around. And if you find a tower and you find out it is 5G and it's close to your house, you either need to have them, there's legal ways you can write letters and have them take them down. It's a process. Or you need to move, and there's ways to mitigate your home, like there's shit you can do. But if you happen to be living next to one of those towers, that gets people real sick real fast, man. Real sick real fast. Yeah. And there's always strains of stuff going on. There's a new video, somebody just put it recently, that's claiming that they haven't actually isolated the new strain of COVID, and apparently that's being shown, but I haven't even watched the video yet. There's always stuff coming up, but yeah, there's always strains of stuff going out. Doesn't matter whether there even is that particular virus. Makes no difference. It's being used as an excuse to destroy society and enslave everybody. So whether it exists or not is a moot point. There's more people dying from alcoholism, cancer, pharmaceuticals. All these things are killing way more people than this strain of flu. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, people do get sick. It does happen. A great tale. That's a situation you're in, hey buddy, and I love you. I love you. So it sounds like you're in the perfect position to figure out what you want to do with your life, right? If there's nothing going on at all, that means great, perfect. So wake the fuck up then. Work on you. Work on, what do you have to do? The only thing you have to do is wake up. That's it. Wake up. Realize your true nature. Go all the way. You've got the time. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you have to do but wake the fuck up. Once you wake up, everything else will happen. Once you really start connecting with your true nature, all the answers will come. All the answers are inside. Go inside. Go inside. You have the time to do it. You have the resources to do it. I know you do. So go inside. You can. Everything is there. Everything is there for you. Yeah. Rob says he has herpes and apple cider vinegar stops it. Do you mean drinking it internally or do you mean putting it on? I actually don't know. But yeah, there's tons of natural cures for everything, and you're not supposed to know about them because they can't make money off it. Yeah, if anybody wants to go down that rabbit hole, look up Codex Alimentarius. I can't even say it. Can't talk right now. Codex Alimentarius. Yeah, it's really dark, and it's like they don't want you to be able to buy vitamins or anything at all that's natural. They want it illegal, and they basically just want you to get pharmaceuticals that are absolutely horrific and aren't. Yeah, so it's super dark. That's part of the agenda as well. That's all collapsing, but that's been the plan for quite some time. The line is hijacking the natural reference. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean by the line heavy equipment. I don't know what you mean. Yes, so this is basically, accurate. All has to do with vibration and ascension. Yeah, basically, like the short version is humanity is ascending, our consciousness is going up. We're going to remember that we're all one, and they're trying to stop it in every way they can, fucking with our health, getting us afraid, keeping us in the house, spraying fucking, blocking the sun, spraying fucking silver oxides in the air, all this crazy ass shit. They can't stop the ascension. They're insane. And it's just fun to watch them try as people wake the fuck up. So just sit back and watch the show, guys. That's literally all I have to say. Sit back and watch the show. You'll be fine. Yeah. So this guy says, Matthew says he feels inner conflict when he sees people putting baby masks on their kids. Yeah, because it's bad for your health. That's why they want people to do it, because it's really bad for your health to fucking put a mask on, and they know it. And it's a sign of compliance that you're a slave and you've bought into their reality of fear. That's all the mask actually is. So it is difficult. It is difficult. And again, it's for all of us to do what in our hearts we're called to do. So if you're called to come up to someone and have a nice chat from that place of love and say, "Hey, brother, how's it going?" and connect with them and just and maybe drop a bit of knowledge about what's going on. Some people are open to it, some people are not, and that's part of navigating that. What is appropriate. You know what I'm saying? That's a fine line. I'm getting better at that one myself. You know what I'm saying? Getting better at that one myself. Yeah, the problem is most people are not comfortable having uncomfortable conversations. That's kind of my jam. I've been teaching that for over 10 years, right? Helping men connect with women, take chances, put your balls on the line. Most people don't have any balls, so that they'll avoid confrontation at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Even if it means their own enslavement, it doesn't matter. They'll rather just go along with it and be dead in 3 years than actually maybe put up a fuss and like create a bit of a shit show. That's how asleep and disempowered most people are. Most people would rather just literally be just continue on until they're basically marched into a fucking death camp, quite literally, than have an awkward conversation with somebody or stand up for their rights and protest and maybe get a fine or maybe get arrested. Now they'll just go along with the agenda, even if the agenda is it's going to fucking kill everybody. That's actually where most people are at. Unfortunately, right now, most people would rather comply and don't cause a fuss, even if that means they're at the end of their freedom and potentially the end of their life. That's actually where we're at. But again, even if like a percent of people wake up, game is over. They can't do it. See what I'm saying? And we're getting there. It's happening. It's happening. It's definitely happening. But yeah, it's very sad. I've actually been talking to my team about potentially, would love feedback from you guys, but we're actually talking about making like a course that's going to teach people how to have uncomfortable conversations, because I'm kind of good at it. So yeah, so literally like a course where it's like literally like here's how you have fucking uncomfortable conversations. Here's how to connect with people and be able to with using language is not going to like piss people off or cause confrontation, but where it might be uncomfortable, but you can actually get your point across and be heard and feel into it and basically have conversations that are fucking awkward, and how to actually do that, because I feel like we're going to have to be having those with people. Now we have to, right? Once you wake up and you realize the agenda and people are like, yeah, again, wearing masks and letting their businesses be destroyed, letting their whole livelihoods be destroyed. And then eventually, and then you want to get this vaccination. I know what's in there. I don't think you want it. And so you're going to see people who want to literally do something that may end their incarnation or really damage them, and enslave them much further. How do you have that conversation? You know what I'm saying? How do you have that conversation without freaking people the fuck out? So tell me if that sounds good, because I feel like I want to make that training. I think it would help a lot of people. It's on my cooker. It's on my cooker. Even though I have a lot of things going on, it's on my cooker. I got some super dope. Hope you guys. Did you guys see the last podcast with Paul on Woke as Fuck podcast? Woke.as. It was legit, and I got more planned. More super dope podcast. Here, I'll post a link for you guys, because I think some of you have seen it, some of you might not have seen it. And where is it here? Oh, here it is. Yeah. So let's see what else you turkeys are saying. Oops. So I'm still catching up on the comments. I'm just gonna try and catch up here. See what's going on. Yes, Matthew, that is the plan. And they are admitting it. Yeah, just in case anybody, like all the people who are like, Sasha's weird, he believes weird things. All the things I've been saying for years or alluding to are out in the open now. Yeah, they're just out in the open. At this point, like there's nothing for me to even convince anyone of it. Like reality is happening. If you want to like go and fucking figure out what's actually going on, cool. You want to not? Cool. All good. All good. Do what you want. It's your life. But if most people sit around and do nothing, well, it's better we wake the fuck up. I'm just saying it's better to choose to wake the fuck up. Is all I'm saying. Do what you gotta do. That's funny. Rob says this is the most positive and less weird. I've seen it in the comments here this Sunday. Has it been weird? I mean, we have one weird hater guy the other week just being like, fuck this guy, and then I just don't care. Like, fine. And so people were just shitting on him. But it is weird that you'd be here if you're just like, you know, it's like, why are you hanging out? Why are you in the room? If you know. But it's pretty weird that we get somebody like, you know what I mean? I'm pretty. I like to think I'm pretty unique, like niche. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not for everybody. I get it. I'm okay with it. Believe me, I've made my peace. Sasha flavor is not everybody's flavor. But those that like me a lot. I think honestly, I think like listening to my little show here is a lot like homosexuality, you know? It's not for homosexuality. It's not for everyone. But those that like it a lot. And I feel it's kind of the way that's kind of how it is here with the woke as fuck Sunday sermon. You know what I'm saying? It's not for everybody. But some people like it. Yes, Matthew, that's kind of what it's like, bro. You said it. But don't worry, it's all good. Remember, ultimately, yes, we are the creators of our reality, and it's almost like me and my people, like we've never been better. We're creating amazing things. We're expressing, we're healing each other. It's amazing. I'm having the most amazing time ever. It just, yeah, I really am. I really am. And I just want everybody to hop on board, and then we could create paradise on earth. And it is happening. It's just some people are holding on to that old world still. That old world is gone. I don't know if you guys, it's over. Like that old paradigm of like greed and making money and fuck everybody and fuck the planet. It's over. It's over. It's done. We're coming into unity. We're coming into awakening. We're coming into healing. We're coming into the truth of reality, which is oneness. It's not a theory. I know some people said to me, Sasha, you're too bossy in your sermons. You come off as, by the way, I was going to ask you guys feedback. Do I come off as an evangelical Christian? People have literally been like, you're just too bossy. And you're talking about, and I'm like, listen. There is such a thing as reality. And when I talk about like the ultimate truth is oneness, separation is an illusion. We're all one consciousness. Is it cocky? I'm just telling you that's my experience. And it just so happens to be what the enlightened masters have been saying forever. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's my experience and I'm talking from there, and it just so happens that Jesus and Buddha and Krishna and all the ancient scriptures are saying basically the same fucking shit. There's a word, one consciousness that is love, that is eternal forever and ever and ever. And we need to love each other and forgive. And it's just, I know I'm passionate about it, but I don't think that makes me a spiritual Nazi. I don't feel like a spiritual Nazi. Maybe I am. Maybe I should get a shirt that just says spiritual Nazi. Maybe I should. It's kind of a funny shirt, and I'd be okay with it. I would. It's kind of fun. It's kind of funny. But oneness is not a theory. This is the point. It's not a theory. It's not my opinion. It really isn't. It is what is. When you really fucking meltdown, ego, death, high acidic states, Really, it's not something I read in a book and it was like, hey, I'll go with this one. This seems like the trendy thing to be telling people. No. Sasha died and went to source, experienced that actual reality of what really is, not this world, what really is. And then I came back here. That's happened more than once now. Okay? And it's that we're infinite consciousness forever, and it's just love, and it's just one, and it's eternal. And that's you, and that's me, and every single being on this planet. We are that one consciousness. Not saying it to be trendy. That's just what is. Sorry, guys. It's just what is. That's what is. You can't escape it. You can try and escape it. You can act. You can go and do your own fucking bullshit. But still, the truth is what it is. And if you choose to go down that rabbit hole, if you find that inner calling to discover that truth, then good. Go for it. I highly encourage you to do so. Nothing I say can actually make it happen for you. You got to go within if you want to. And it's the best ride ever. It's been the best ride for me. I've been 10 years on that one. I guess 11. Yeah. And it's been fucking dope as fuck. It's just I've never, all the happiness, all the peace, all the bliss, all the joy, the realization of the ultimate reality, truth, is greater than any fucking drug trip or sex or greatest meal or the greatest shit or greatest anything. Literally, like remembering your true nature is more fucking amazing and epic than any fucking human experience I've had. And I've had a lot. I've done great drugs. I've had sex with gorgeous women. I've had lots of money. I've done all that shit. Nothing was better than remembering that I'm not a fucking person. I'm not a personality. I'm not a body. I'm everything. I'm everyone. And we're all everything and everyone. And it's love. And it's eternal. And it never ends. Never ends. That's you. That is the metaphysical truth of reality. It just is. Am I a spiritual Nazi? Tell me the truth, guys. Am I a spiritual Nazi? Because I had people tell me I'm too cocky. People said this to me when I was doing stand-up comedy, and they had a point. I was too cocky in my comedy. I was like, look at me, I'm so funny. Some of the jokes were good. Some of them were immature. But I literally came off because at that time I was overcompensating because I was like, please love me. So I was super cocky on stage. I don't think I'm coming from that place. I think I just wanted people to wake the fuck up and love themselves and come into unity consciousness. Am I a spiritual Nazi? Give me the feet. I can take it. If you guys are like, listen, it's true. You're too bossy. You need to stop it. You need to be more, stop it. I'll listen. But I'll trust you guys because those people that told me that, I love them, but they don't actually listen to the show. They're not on here. They're just like, you're too pushy with your shit. Anyway, I'm a human. Maybe I'm too, maybe. I don't know. You tell me. I'm open. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down now and see what you guys are saying. Yeah. Pair character bowing down saying thank you. I think someone sent me a donation. I didn't even know if I activated that. I want to. I'm open for that, but I usually forget to even turn on the thing. So thank you. Sally126. Thank you for sending me some money. Yes. Feels good. Feels good to get that love. God bless you. It's nice to be appreciated because I hustle. I'm on here trying to spread the love as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? I could do other things. There's this nice, beautiful lady over there. She likes to cuddle me. I could be doing that. I got my Tai Chi teacher. I could be doing Tai Chi. There's dogs. You know what I'm saying? I could be out in the forest. I mean, there's a lot of things I could be doing right now, but I'm on here trying to spread the love. You some bitches on here. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice when somebody goes, you know what, dog? Let me send you some dough. It's the energy of it. It's the appreciation. All right. Parimal? No, I do not. I have not read of that author that you mentioned. Why have become so esoteric? Because I want to wake the fuck up, dog. Because I was tired of chasing pussy and money and success to make me happy. And none of those fucking things can make me happy. I was like, fuck this shit. And I wanted to know what I was. So I went down the rabbit hole real deep. That's why. And it's the best thing ever. Now I feel like actually I'm in a place where I'm just kind of like, I can just drop it and just go do stand-up comedy, which I've been doing. I've been having a great time. I am going to put up some clips very soon. I'm actually doing comedy. I'm doing comedy in Vancouver at the Freedom Rallies. There's a rally called No New Normal. It's 1 o'clock at the Vancouver Art Gallery. And at noon, actually, on Sundays, there's from 12 to 1, the Hug People, the Hug Clan. They're at noon. So every Sundays, if you're in Vancouver, check it out. I will be there doing stand-up. There's a big protest on December 5th. And supposedly I'm performing a bit of stand-up comedy there too. So if you're around, so I'm going to film that. I'll probably get someone to live stream it, but I'll be putting that up as well. And I should also say, this sermon, for all you freaks that are listening, I'm not going to be broadcasting this much longer on my main channel. So if you're watching this on Sasha Day Games Infinite Man, maybe for one more week I'll do that, and then it's just going to be over on woke.as on that website, and on YouTube on Woke as Fuck Podcast, and that's it. So that's where it's going to be, but I will not be on the main channel anymore. I'm just kind of moving it over there because it just makes more sense for me. So so that's what's happening. So just be aware. If we're not here anymore on that channel, so do subscribe to the Woke as Fuck channel on YouTube, so you don't miss out on the sermons. Okay, it comes up if you just Woke as Fuck Podcast comes up. Can't really miss it. Yes, smatless. It is mind blowing. It must be real because people get sick. People have shitty immune systems. People get sick all the time. There's new strains. Who gives a fuck? Like Jesus Christ. Yes. Yes, it has been proven. It has been proven. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but I made a site with a friend because I was so tired of people not having the information. So I actually put together a site with a friend that actually has the real articles and information about this fucking bullshit. So if you haven't seen it, I'm going to paste it in the window. cvfacts.net, and it's good. And I know it's not fully complete. We're always adding to it, but when there's critical, facts or videos, we just put it on that site, and we're linking to all the other sites that are telling the truth. So you can, if anybody needs to wake the fuck up, you can share them this website, and it has the most important stuff on it, so people know what the fuck's going on. So there you go. Hey, what's up, Sandro? You sent me $5 Canadian. I take it. Thanks, broski. All right, looks like we got a legit question over here. Let's see what this guy's saying. Bam! Sandro says, what happens when your intuition is friggin' conflicted with the signs that come from others? Like some decision I think is out of my interest, and others keep bringing my attention back to it. Well, it probably usually means there's something there for you to look at, right? Because when you stick to this principle, again, I've said it before, I want to keep saying it. Whatever is happening because it's supposed to be happening. Everything in your personal life, everyone that comes up and says something to you, it's all happening because it's supposed to be happening. So when somebody comes and says something to you and you're like, wait, someone else told me that, there's something you're not seeing. Okay, so pay attention. Just pay attention. Be more present. Like consider it. You don't think there's something there for you, but clearly there is, because it's coming to your attention. Anything that is in your reality is supposed to be in your reality. If you weren't supposed to be aware of it, you wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? So meditate on it, contemplate on it, go for a walk, but there's something there for you, brother. That's what that means. And you got to keep on tuning in until you figure it out. Yeah. And maybe the lesson will be, one of discernment. Maybe after you tune into it, you'll be like, no, I thought about it, and what they're telling me, actually, I have looked at it, and I don't need this reminder. Thank you very much. And now I've learned to trust my own intuition, regardless of what people are saying. And maybe that's teaching for you. But you need to spend that time with yourself to figure out what it is for you, right? Only you can figure that out. Nobody else. Someone's asking me what someone else is doing. Honestly, I don't pay attention too much to other people. Most of my time I spend reading books, doing Tai Chi, doing Qigong, going for walks. I'm pretty involved with the awakening movement, freedom movement in Vancouver. So I'm working on stand-up and doing stand-up comedy. And then, Infinite Man Academy and some coaching, and so I'm pretty busy. So yeah, like if somebody's doing some amazing video, like I'll watch things here and there, but I don't pay that much attention because I just don't really have the time or interest, really, for the most part. Though I am going to have some fucking epic guests on. There's some information I really want to get out there to people, so I'm going to have some good guests on soon enough on the podcast. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you want to get notifications, booyah, of when I'm going live and podcasts that are coming out and stuff, I started a little notification group on Telegram Messenger. It's pretty dope. So if you go to the Woke as Fuck website, right, woke.as, there's a group there, and just click on it, go to Telegram Messenger and join. And I'm going to be putting sometimes like bonus clips, little interviews I do with people, and all kinds of shit in there, because I love Telegram. And if this gets shut down, who knows, right? They're nuking YouTube all over the place. So it's good if you guys are on there, and then, you know what I'm saying, I got you on there. And just in case, it's good to have a backup. But I like to just post bonus shit. I like Telegram Messenger a lot. So yeah, if you're not on it, it's good. It's like WhatsApp, but it's better, and it's encrypted, and they haven't hacked it. So you can it's actually private. So it's dope. I love it. So yeah, do join the Telegram notification group. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it very much. Nice. Good work, Royal. Good work. You tell them. It's all about just being a sovereign being, and just knowing your truth and speaking your truth. Somebody comes up to you and tries to push something on you, and say, hey, brother, that ain't for me. I understand you believe what you believe, and you do what you need to do to keep yourself safe. But my beliefs may be different from yours, and my spiritual beliefs, personally, are that I can't do anything that would harm any being or myself. Yes, kind of like Jesus. And putting a mask on me when I know it's bad for me makes it against my spiritual beliefs. So I can't do it. Very simple. Very simple. Very simple. And the ultimate question, Shajad Ishan, yes, you are everything. You will always be everything. There's nothing you could be but all it is. It is your true nature. But experiencing it while in human form, well, that takes a little bit of doing, doesn't it? Do the meditation, do the breathing practices, read. I got a list of spiritual recommendations. If you go to infinitemansummit.com, here, I'll paste you this link. I actually have the link right here. I'll paste it for you. Hang on. I got my whole book recommendations. Did I not have that on here? Okay. Well, anyway, infinitemansummit.com/blog. You'll find it there, and I got all my spiritual books. Read The Power of Now. That's a good one. Conversations with God. I got all the books on there. Read the books. Start getting those downloads. Start your meditation, contemplation. Go for walks. Have the intention that you want to wake up, and you're going to wake up. I got great episodes of the Woke as Fuck podcast. The last episode with Paul, super dope. Highly recommend that one. We get into it. And yeah, it's just a journey, man. It's a journey. You'll get there. But that's a journey, baby. That's the journey of awakening, And and our paths are different. And I've got mine, and I can point things out, but ultimately It's your journey, man. But if you want to get there, you're going to get there. You're going to get there. Just remember, anything that's not coming from love and unity is not coming from truth. So any teacher, spiritual beliefs, religion, anything, if it's not coming from absolute love and unity consciousness and like just literally love and oneness, it's not the truth. And so you're being lied to and manipulated. Just know that. It's either coming from love or it's not. Makes it very simple, actually, to figure out what's bullshit. Highly recommend you read Power versus Force. Learn to muscle test if you can. And then you can calibrate truth. You can find out what's truth and what's not. You can also calibrate the level of consciousness of a book or a spiritual teacher so you know when you're being fucked with or not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can feel it in your heart. If someone's coming from a love vibration, you can feel it. But muscle testing is a very useful tool. So that's one of the first books I recommend to people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, dog. Just saying. Power versus Force. I wish I had an affiliate link where I make a little money off it because, God damn it, I told a lot of people to read that book over the years. But read the fucking book, yeah. Don't get it on Amazon. Don't stop supporting those fuckers. Go to a bookshop and buy it, for God's sakes. We need to stop spending money on these, you know, are you guys seeing this? Oh, yeah, you can go to Costco, you can go to Walmart, but your little business, that your little fucking mom and pop business, that's too dangerous. You got to shut that down. Are you shitting me? This is what's going on. So yeah, so don't vote with your dollars. Don't, you know, I feel shitty. I use Amazon when I have to. And every time I'm like, fuck, I don't want to give him this, even if it's like $12. I'm like, I don't want to give him this $12, those cockroaches. But once in a while you do. But as much as possible, you know what I'm saying? Stop feeding the beast. Stop feeding the beast, guys. We just got to stop. Really, that's part of this. Just stop feeding the beast. Stop it. Stop. Don't do it. Don't do it. Give it. I'll pay more and fucking, you know. So pay $2-3 more and give it to a man who's trying to feed his family. You know what I'm saying? Who has a local shop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This gentleman, bam, Fletcher saying he had a fun time with social freedom. Just saying good afternoon to people who seem either shocked. Isn't that amazing? Like we're living in a society, we're just saying good afternoon. My funny version of it is just say something that doesn't make any sense, like Happy Halloween or like Happy New Year or just Happy Birthday, like just shit that doesn't make sense, but with enthusiasm and love. And people will be like, what? It's really fun. But just literally doing that is like people will be like, wow, somebody said something to me. This is how closed off people are by design. By design, hey, not a coincidence. By design. So yeah, social freedom has never been more important than today. Anybody who wants to go down that rabbit hole, when you want to just like go down the rabbit hole of just like waking, like not giving a fuck what people think, expressing yourself, 21-day social freedom challenge, infinitemansummit.com is running. It's running. It's legit. That's all I'm saying. It's legit. It's my life's work. It's good. It's good. You can even get my free book, My Social Freedom Secret. If you haven't read it, also on infinitemansummit.com, you can get it there. And it's dope. It's dope. It's a life changer. It's a life changer. All right. Better countries. Someone's asking about better countries. I don't know. Yeah, I heard good things about Serbia right now. And some parts of Mexico are popping off. People are partying when there's no restrictions. And that's what we're going to see. We're going to see countries blooming that are just like ignoring this bullshit. And people are going to be like, fuck this shit. I mean, it's already happening, right? People are exiting New York, exiting California in huge numbers. So people are going to vote, man. People are going to vote with their feet. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro. So that whole thing with the vaccination, they're just allowing that to roll out so people see the evil of the system and that actually the plan was to vaccinate everybody with some poisonous shit. It's not going to happen, and you'll see as Trump comes back into power, he's going to give everybody like some free, like either hydroxychloroquine or Regeneron, whatever that other one is called, that's natural and like really works. He's going to give it to everybody, and he's going to tell the pharmaceutical vaccine companies to fuck off, or he's going to go, hey, have you guys proven that this vaccine is 100% safe? Which they never have with any of them. Surprise, surprise. And so that whole thing's going to stop and it's going to fucking collapse and implode. And so it's not going to happen. Maybe in some countries they're going to roll some out, and then a shit ton of people will get sick, and then it's all going to collapse. So that the whole thing isn't happening. Like the whole narrative is falling apart. Everybody fucking, it's just falling apart. So I wouldn't worry about it. You're going to be fine, but just energetically do your part and talk to people about what's going on. Like, don't just pray, oh, we're all going to be fine and sit around and eat Doritos. Like, do something and know we're going to be okay. And that's the double whammy. Trust in your protection, but you are the protection. You're a sovereign being and you're creating your reality. So do that. Don't just, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's both. It's both. We're all of it, right? We're that above and we're the below. We're all of it. So be in your sovereign power. Do the action that is in alignment with integrity, feels good in your heart. Be in the truth. Live it, speak it, breathe it. You'll be fine. Yes, you might get a fine. Somebody might yell at you when you tell them the truth. Yeah, so what? So what? Yeah, maybe you might even go to jail for a couple of nights. But hey, if everybody stood up for what was right and truthful, fearlessly, fuck it. Tomorrow we wake up, boom, that's it. New world. Be finished. You can't. It's over. You know. But they rely on people being so in the fear that people will just go along with the agenda. Matthew, okay, so now I'm getting to the parts of the comments where I asked you guys about you know what, which is nice. So he doesn't think I'm a nutcase. Excellent. I'm surprised anybody watches the BBC. That's fucking hilarious. Does anybody who it's just such obvious brainwashing. I'm just shocked anybody would bother. Hey, nice comment over here from my homeboy Matt Hammer. How you doing, brother? That's what I'm talking about, dog. Religion is living someone else's relationship with God. Spirituality is having your own relationship with the divine. Booyah! So part 2 there, I would say, is 100% accurate. The first part, yeah. But religion has been so manipulated. It's not even someone else's relationship with God. It's someone else's manipulation of an enlightened master's relationship with God. So somebody had some experience. Then a bunch of people went, how do we manipulate this to control people, to get their money, to use guilt and shame to control them? That's actually religion. So it's not even, if it was just someone else's relationship with God, hey, that might be pretty good. Like if it was just, imagine they were actually teaching Jesus's relationship with God. That would be pretty fucking powerful. It may not be 100% yours, but it would be pretty fucking legit. But that's not what it is. They've diluted it. They've manipulated it. So I would change that quote to religion is someone else's manipulation of what they would like you to believe about, God, and spirituality is, your own relationship with the divine. But anyway, but you got the right idea. That's right. I would send you $1. Bam. You're getting energetically, you got $1. Make it 10, make it 20, make it 100. Energy. Yeah, Matthew. Yes, there's a great article. Not article. It's called what's it called? The fucking The Invisible Rainbow. Huge book. The distillation of it is about 28 pages or some shit, and really powerful. And it basically explains a lot about germ theory and how we've been lied to and how we can actually be healthy. Blah blah blah. Really, really fucking dope. And it's out there. I wish I had the link. I read it a while ago, but it's out there. But you can actually get the full book if you want to. The Invisible Rainbow. If you really want to learn about germs and immunity and how we've been totally fucking lied to about how that shit works, it's dope. And I think there's YouTubers who are breaking it down. So you can just go find it if you want to. But yeah. Big compliment for Suraj. Suraj, sending you lots of love. Alan Watts, you misspelled his name, but that's okay. Yeah, Alan's super dope. He was woke as fuck. He was more on the Buddhist path. I'm more with the Christ love. I'm more about the J-man. You know what I'm saying? But it's a huge compliment, and thank you so much. I love you. He was woke as fuck. He was woke as fuck. Matt, I like this Matt guy. He's legit. He says, the more that I learn, the more I realize I know nothing. We literally are dipping our toes into the ocean of the infinite. You can't know for sure, dude. You can want to believe, but you can't know. So once again, first part of that sentence, true. And that's actually been my experience in awakening. Yeah, it's yeah. You have these profound boom, and it's like holy fucking shit. And then it's like at every level, you're a spiritual baby. You know nothing, and then you come and you have this amazing thing, and then again, and it's infinite. It's an infinity game. So I agree with you. Certain things you can know for sure, though. Certain experiences, like direct revelation, you can't know for fucking sure. And if you haven't had that experience, then naturally you would think other people can't know for sure because you don't know for sure. But people who do know for sure, they fucking know for sure. And you're looking at one of them. I know for sure. Yeah. It's not a bluff. You and me are one being. It's not a theory. It's what's up. Bap, bap, bap. Matthew says I'm good. I love you too, Matthew. You are not a spiritual man. You are not a spiritual Nazi. People have forgotten that it stands for National Socialist Party. Same ideology as many rights as we have. I just think spiritual Nazi is a funny shirt. I'm gonna make someone draw me. Is anyone an artist? Can someone draw that? That shit would be funny. It'd be like me, like with the yoga mat and just like a big Jesus cross and just like holding some incense, yelling at people to do like, hey, fucking meditate, motherfucker, or whatever. And just being bossy spiritually, and everyone's like, oh, and they got their corporate suits on. They're like, stop yelling at us. It's funny. It's funny. Spiritual Nazi is funny. I think it's funny. Yes, Richard. You can send money, but now I'm not in Ecuador. I'm in Vancouver, so it's not for mangoes. It's going to be for like other supplies. I'm going to be, I eat oatmeal, mainly vegetables. I like vegetables, coconut cream. I spend a lot of money on coconut cream, making a lot of teas. Magic mushrooms. I've been small dosing mushrooms. They're not free. You're sending me money for mushrooms. I think that's what I'm going to hustle for when I make a little, hey guys, send me some love. It's money for mushrooms. Let's be honest. It's money for mushrooms, and I'm okay with that. I'm having a really good time with magic mushrooms. They're my friends. Oh, God. Matt, that's legit too. Get a farm. Yes, I know. I love animals. I love it. That's why I'm spending more time on Vancouver Island and the nature. I'm here right now. Is amazing. It's amazing. You won't get any argument from me. It would be cool having a cow. What's OnlyFans? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Sending you love back to Sweden. Brodlimpan. Get my free book. Get my book, The Social Freedom Secret, off Implement Summit website, and do the exercise. Do the fucking exercises. Do the 21-day Social Freedom Challenge, and it can change your life. Start doing the work. Don't wait for me to show up there. Yep. Yeah, that's right. It's hilarious. The whole thing is a joke. I mean, I'm not even going to get started on that shit. I'm not even going to get started. Not getting sucked into that conversation. I think mandatory mask shit will be over by the end of this month, by the end of December, maybe sooner. It's over. It's coming to an end. Trust me. People just need to see how nuts it is, and it's all going to go. So don't worry. Canada's a little fucking behind. Jesus Christ, we got taken over by the communists completely. those mofos. But it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Canada's getting fucking weird. That's a good tip. That's a good tip. When you buy on Amazon, change the supplier to someone other than Amazon. 95% of Amazon items are sold by small businesses. Interesting. I didn't know you could do that. So you could go direct to the small business. Thanks, man. That's a good tip. That's a good tip. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing questions from multiple places I'm streaming to, Dudesky. That's what's up. That's what's up, dog. Oh, someone sent me $10. Let's see what he has to say. Bam! Can you do me a favor, please? When you have time, watch 2 docs free on YouTube that saved my life. The Emperor's New Virus and House of Numbers. Thank you. Not one infectious virus was ever isolated. Fact. All right. Cool. So there you go, everybody. He sent the $10. Now he got a plug. There it is. Emperor's New Virus, House of Numbers. Okay, cool. I may check those out. I'll save this. I will save that. That's what I'm going to do. Cool. Yeah. Well, this is what it's about right here, right? That's what I'm saying. The consequences of speaking our truth is not as deadly as we think. Yeah. Worst case scenario, you're probably going to get yelled at. Someone will call you a dick. You might get a fine. That's it. You're not going out there fucking robbing, doing crime. You're literally saying, like, I'm not going to wear a mask. I'm not going to comply with this bullshit law. And as long as you haven't done harm to anybody, if you're just refusing to go along with some bullshit, yeah, your worst case scenario is getting yelled at, being asked to leave somewhere, or maybe someone's going to try and fine you. And then they have to take it to court. You know what I'm saying? And then there's do you realize what would happen? Like, the courts would just get so clogged up if people started standing up for themselves that everything's going to get thrown out anyway. See what I'm saying? And if it's anything serious, they got to get a jury. They're going to get 12 people to find you guilty of something by you not complying and saying, I'm not going to do that. It's unethical. Come on, guys. You're not going to jail. You're not going to jail. You're not. You're really not. You'll be fine. So, yeah, we all just got to be like, nope, not playing this game. That's it. Soak your oatmeal overnight to remove anti-nutrients and make it bioavailable. All right. That's a good tip. That's a good tip, son. Shit. All right, you guys. I got to the bottom of this shit. Listen, this has been a long one. We're over 2 hours. I think I'm going to wrap this bad boy up. You guys have been legit. This has been the Sunday sermon. That's right. Soon to be exclusive to the Woke as Fuck podcast. Oh, it's going to get so woke. It's going to get more woke than this, guys. We're going to go deep. It's going to get juicy. It's going to get more juicy. It's been juicy, but it's going to keep getting juicier. It's going to be good. So I'm excited. Nice to see a lot of woke, beautiful beings working on themselves here. It's beautiful. It's been real, guys. It's been reals. Yeah, 2 more hours left to beat that awesome sermon a few weeks back. Did you like that crazy 4-hour one? It was insane. I don't know what happened to me. I just didn't stop. I was like, fuck it. I just kept going. It was wild. And I'm glad you liked it. I mean, people were on it, so I guess it wasn't that bad. Just there was people all the way to the end. There was people. Yeah, bro. I'm liking the long hair too. Isn't it good? I just stopped cutting it. I'm like, fuck it. I got this sexy ass long hair. Always have. And why not show it off while it's there? You know what I'm saying? Maybe one day it won't be there. So fuck it. Fuck it. Kevin, good to see you, Kevin. It's good to see you're still here. So yeah, kids. I'm gonna do a couple of rants this week. There's some things I want to say I haven't said on Instagram, so you know how to find me on there. I'm sure. I'm still using my Sasha Day name at Sasha Day, and I put it there. So do have me on there. And Carl says, if we're all one, does it include communists and hater guys too? Yes, it does. One is all of us is the one consciousness. Someone's ego is just someone's ego. It's only the ego that goes, I hate somebody or all that bullshit. It's just the ego. The ego is part of it. But ultimately, when you realize more and more the truth of reality, that just melts away, and there's the presence of, our true nature is just there. You see what I'm saying? It's beautiful. But yeah, all the dickheads are us too. That's kind of a trip, but all the dickheads are us too. Yes. All right. I'm gonna say goodbye. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you loving the humans. Send money for crack now. No, don't do it for crack. Send money for mushrooms. This is your last chance. Don't even do it. I don't even. It's fine. Once in a while, I said, Sasha, why do you make crack jokes? Because crack jokes is funny. That's why. Crack it's a funny word. Crack's funny. It's a funny word. At least you're still funny. I like to think so. All right. Love you guys. I'm saying goodbye. I'm sending you guys super, super bisexual kisses. So men, women, love all you in a sexual way. All of you. We're all just energetically right on the end doing a big, super bi, super lovey, energetic orgy together into love. That's what's happening. So I don't care whether you're a man, woman, dog, confused, still sending you the love. Sending you the love. It is the biggest game. All right, you guys. Love you, love you. See you next week. We'll be here.